Hmm.
You want me to teach you how to solve one?
I'm good. I'll figure it out eventually.
All right, we
Go
all
to
good?
YouTube and look up the Daisy method.
I'm all good.
Yep.
All right. So real quick, why don't we get a grasp of everybody's character? Who are we playing as? Let's start with Adam.
I'm going to play kind of a cliche character. I've got one of those like fishing hats on, kind of like a baby face with barely any in peach fuzz, and I don't know what we're doing for weapons.
Probably a standard issue M16.
Okay.
Sure, it doesn't. Sure, it doesn't jam, but it sure is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, but just one of those baby-faced soldiers.
All right. Does this babyface soldier have a name?
Fuck. Let me look. Arkov. Just call him
Tarkov.
Arkov. He's going to go by Ark.
All right. We'll put you at a private Arkov.
Yep.
All right. So, Adam, baby-faced Marine, Private Arkov. Awesome. Now, let's go on with you, James.
Okay. So, I don't know how to describe this. So we're in a Vietnam War.
Yep.
He's an older guy. His name's Arthur Ludwig.
Okay.
He has one of those like, Teddy Roosevelt's mustache.
Mm-hmm.
That he had that, but it had tons of gray in there.
Okay. Arthur's, older, probably served in Korea as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, here you go. So, Vietnam, we were still using the M14. Fun fact. A little clarification. Still using the M14. M16 came out a little bit, like literally the next war, but that's not the point.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Arthur, an older guy. Yeah, cool. Let's go with you, Chunky.
Kind of mid to late 20s dude. Got like slick back, black hair, though can't quite tell if it's like hair grease or something else. And just all around kind of unkempt beyond that. Just seems tired and done with life.
Okay.
And the name is Blaine McGrath.
Nice. Say that name again.
Blaine McGrath.
Blaine.
Yep. BLAINE.
McGrath.
MCGRATH.
I feel like you stole that name from somewhere.
I did, in fact. You'll never guess where.
I wonder where.
All right. Noah, what about your character? Who are they? What do they look like?
All right, so Colton Huckett. All right, he's about 6'2". He's got a dumb look on his face all the time. He's got the blonde hair with the blue eyes, and you can tell the lights are on, but not much is going on up there. He's a good Christian boy who came to the war from the countryside to help his family with paying for stuff. Six other kids there made it difficult, so he decided to join the military and go to the war. He's the heavy weapons guy in the squad. Because he can carry all of that shit. So he's got his M60 machine gun, and he carries everything else that needs to be carried.
All right, awesome. I need something. Okay.
should everyone change their names in Roll20 so everyone doesn't forget each other's names?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, looks like some of you already have. One of you already has.
That's
I
what.
have. Because I know for a fact I'm going to forget everyone's name.
Oh,
Arthur Ludwig.
I forgot how to change.
And since he's already served in one other thing, wouldn't he be a higher ranking?
Yeah, we'll put Arthur Ludwig at lieutenant. He's the commanding officer of this squad. Let's see. I think that Colton sounds like he'd probably be. Oh, what's right after private? I always forget.
Corporal.
Why am I
believe.
forgetting? I've been in freaking.
I did ROTC, bro. Hold on, give me a second. I mean, there's private first class, private second class.
Yeah.
In the Marines. Here
Alright,
we
get
go.
off the.
Yeah. Wait. Through basic training, enlisted recruits advance to Lance Corporal. That's what I'm seeing. Lance
Okay.
Corporal. Because then you'd go to
Yeah.
sergeant. after a while.
Private first class, corporal, or sergeant. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Marines.
Yeah.
That Delio.
Oh, but yeah, no, you'd definitely be in the army.
Oh, okay.
The Marines. Yeah, no, I believe you guys would be in the army. So yeah, no, that would put
No, I'm not enlisting. Fuck off.
James's character at sergeant. I believe Noah's character Colton would be at either a private first class or a corporal.
E3.
And the other two, since they're very baby faced, maybe Chunky's character has been here a bit longer, so he might actually be a private first class. But Adam Ark is definitely a private.
Man, who's gonna be the army specialist instead of the corporal? Who wants to do that part of E4 instead? Fucking goons. God.
Why do I feel like I spelled sergeant wrong?
Sergeant. Sergeant.
Yeah, honestly, like most of the fucking military names are spelled so weird.
They're mostly French.
Like sergeant sounds like it should have an A in it.
It does, just towards the end. But not it's SER.
I keep spelling it wrong.
It's SER. I mean, most of it's like Old English and French, so I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
What's the abbreviation for
Look at-
sergeant?
SGT.
Sarge. It's SET, but I'm sure that others would just call you Sarge.
Yeah, but SGT.
SGT.
Yeah, if you look for the abbreviation. CPL for corporal, COL for colonel. But I don't think anyone here is a colonel, so.
No, it's a PV2 for Adam, and it'd be PFC, I think. Yeah, private first
PFC.
class. PFC for Chunky's character.
Yeah, you either get PV2 or they just put PVT. No, don't care. Just you're a private, and until you hit private first class, you don't get any respect anyway, so it doesn't matter. But and then you go, private archive.
Yep.
Yep.
What are you doing, Private Archon?
And you also got to remember, not just as a higher ranking than you doesn't necessarily mean they rank higher than you in the squad.
That is true.
Could be a higher position in the military, doesn't mean jack shit. If you're told to
'Cause
follow
it's-
this person, you have to follow that person.
It's almost like the military is confusing.
In the boys club or something, treated like a boys club. It's like, yeah, they have a higher rank, but like I like this guy better, so
That's how it works half the time.
yeah.
A higher
If you don't
official
think
appoints somebody
favoritism is
as in
alive and well.
charge.
Yeah.
All right, you guys good?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a jungle noise and I got startled. My bad. Yeah, I'm ready.
A jungle noise.
Yeah, it was like a like a I don't know, but I jumped. I
That
got
sounds more
startled.
like a freaking Star Wars cruiser.
Well,
noise.
no, but it didn't. Okay, look, I can't do it well because I'm not. Who's that famous
A
guy?
bird.
Yeah, right. It was like
For some reason, I'm not hearing the audio. Oh, that's why, because I muted it.
yeah.
There it is.
See, but I
know
got
what?
startled because
Yeah,
it sounded
gotta
like
do
the
it.
noise you hear when there's about to be a bonsai charge in World at
Oh.
War, in Call of Duty World at War. So I got scared. I played
Immediately
that for a week
drops
straight.
bombs on us.
Dude, it was terrifying. Okay, got spooked.
All right.
Fucking cat. What's up? Stealing the mouse pad. Keep stealing the
All right,
mouse
we ready?
pad. The mouse keeps
Yeah.
falling.
Okay. All right. We'll call you. What squad? What do you like call your squad name? Like as a group.
Oh boy! All right, everyone, what are we going for?
I'll let you guys decide.
We just want to steal a name. You just say Suicide Squad. Just steal a name, or do we actually want to come up with something?
I mean, this would probably be pretty informal, so it's not like
Yeah,
you'd probably like put it on the side of your helmet or something like that. But that's about it.
I ain't right.
Shark
Jack
bait.
down.
Shark bait.
Hoo-ah.
Alright, hey. Wow.
What about jungle bait?
Jungle bait.
Yeah, we're just jungle bait. When they
There you
need something done, they send us in before they send everyone else
go.
in.
Yep. And somehow we live every time.
Yep, I'm good with bait.
For the front line.
Jungle bait?
Jungle bait it is.
Jungle bait.
Yeah. So, squad codename Bait was sent into the jungle late that evening to
Bars?
weed out some of the the jungle itself was sent in to weed out some of the extra Viet Cong who had been hiding after a recent bombardment from howitzers, and something has gone awry. You hear footfalls as each of you are running as fast as you can through the jungle, trying to dodge and weave around trees. Gunfire. Pips from AK-47s fly past your head, swishing past. You're panicked, and you're running from your life. Boop. Hello, Ambiance Bot.
It ain't me. Oh god. Alright, so we're running for our lives right now, huh?
Yep.
I can barely hear you guys. I gotta get ambiance.
Turn down
Yeah,
Ambiance
turn it
Bot.
down the ambiance bot. Like, you gotta set that shit down to 10 half the time.
That's not dark.
Yeah, it's loud.
That's not Red Moon Rising, is it?
No.
It was lose. Okay. So
No.
we're just running at the moment.
Yeah, no, you are fleeing for your life. Apparently, there was a large network underneath their small infantry dugouts, and oh boy, they come out in spades after that bombardment. You have to jump over fell trees from munitions before getting into the thick of it. Luckily, the underbrush isn't so heavy to hamper you from actually getting away, but it does make you prime targets for, small arms fire.
And traps.
Real quick question: which one of you is carrying the radio?
I'd do it.
Yeah, Private should probably be carrying
Yeah, it would
it.
probably be either me or Cuff.
Okay.
Well, which one's the higher private? Because it would be you.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then it would be
Blake,
you.
You are carrying this. It's not like the heaviest thing. There has been quite a few developments since, but the radio that you're carrying on your back, you hear a large twang as a bullet just skims past it, and you feel it just spark and whirl, almost lighting you up like a target before a couple more small arms pierce into the radio, and you know for certain that it's dead. Can I have you all roll a body roll for your constitution? So I want you to roll your body, and you're looking for below a 5, we'll say.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm
I
an
got
old man.
Wait,
okay?
hold on a second.
Let's
I'm the
go.
only one that put a
No.
D6 there, and I fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. The one time I don't want to roll max, bro.
Yeah, okay, that is actually a good thing. Adam, we want low numbers here, not high.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that red one is good.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Like,
real
The
good.
two
up there is
privates
not.
are getting out of this.
I am Forrest Gumping this.
Almost as if taken by a reprieve of wind, you two privates just burst through the jungle. You find the exact pathway between some of the underbrush as if not to hamper you, and find yourself within good cover as you stumble upon a stone temple. Can I have Sergeant Lugwick and Corporal Huckett please each roll me a D4?
A D4.
Yep. Ooh, that's rough right off the bat.
Wow.
So, Corporal, you, as you're running away, you feel a sharp burning pain in your shoulder. And by the time you actually reach this fortified position, you notice that there is an exit wound on the front portion of your shoulder, just right below your deltoid. It is a burning, searing pain. And Sergeant Ludwig, you just fail to see that just barely, you couldn't have predicted it, but right beneath one of these fell trees, you step down to hear a crack before your foot sinks deep into it wasn't necessarily a big punji pit, but small enough and seemed to have only the bare bones of spikes put in, not enough to actually deal a whole lot of damage, just enough to kind of stick through your boot and give you a good run through the one of your toes.
Hope you
Did
like
you
it.
know the Vietnamese also poison those spikes half the time? Right.
Poison? Yeah, you'd be lucky if it was poison, bro. They just defecate on them. I'd rather have poison than have an infection from that.
Yeah,
That's
they'll
terrible.
smother it with feces and stuff like that, and if they're able to find any type of poison, they'll add that in with it. Yeah, it's not very nice.
Like they'd put Agent Orange on it.
Oh no. Yeah, no. After this mad dash through the forest, you found some covering to kind of hide you from the mass swaths of Vietnamese that have come to defend what they think is right. And yeah, no. After a little bit, you start to hear less and less gunfire. Yeah.
Ancient temple. Locals won't come near it, even to kill their enemy. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a killer plant.
Yeah, just thinking the same thing, bro.
Yeah. You watch as
Time
Blaine
for
just
Mario
like
comes out.
Blaine shrugs off the radio, takes a look, sees that the thing is like completely dead, and just kind of chucks it to the side.
You kind of count your lucky stars as you do that. Those bullets, they would have been fatal. Looking at it, you can see that pretty much they were center mass. It would have like knocked you out in an instant if it had gone all the way through that radio.
Blaine just heaves a sigh. Saved again by technology.
So depressed. Corporal, yeah, you know, Colton's just sitting there like, it's like, yeah, that's through and through. Anybody got bandages I can use?
None of us are medics,
yeah.
huh?
Well,
Yes, but every soldier carries,
Yeah.
you know,
Tampons.
yeah, we'd still have like a trauma kit.
not
just nobody's
not
a medic.
tampons, but yeah, no, pretty much all soldiers
they're
have gauze,
originally made for.
basic. Yeah,
Yeah, this is about the time they were
but
invented
now, yeah, I guess that's true.
for this exact reason.
Yeah, I guess we
That's why the
stick.
bullet shape.
I guess we stick a tampon in his shoulder and wrap it up.
It's like biofoam from Halo, except not at all.
Except, it doesn't work.
Kind of works. It stops the bleeding enough. And then wrap it up. Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot left-handed now. I won't be able to butt nothing up to this shoulder. Monkey.
Monkey.
Sorry, I looked at the picture. My bad.
God.
Yeah.
Alright, what kind of temple are we looking at?
Well, it's mostly ruins at this point. It seems to be more so like the outskirts of a temple, while these are more like stone hunts for servants, or maybe quarters for the construction workers of a temple. As you see, that they're small little structures, about maybe 10 by 10, big enough for like a small room. And you see a couple of these structures almost laid out like a street, but it's been far and away overtaken by jungle. But further deeper into the woods, the jungle, you can see a larger stone monument. If you peer through it, it's very difficult to actually make out what's deeper into the jungle at night.
Any temple like that on any of the reports?
As far as you know, no. All right.
So,
So what's the order?
what are we doing? Sergeant, what's we gonna do? Forgot who the sergeant was. That's right. I remember now.
Hold on, I'm thinking. Okay.
I just forgot.
We made James Sergeant.
Yeah, you made me a sergeant then. But. I
So
can't do
what's the
myself.
order?
Sarge,
Either we
please.
came back here, or we try to find our way out of here, kind of force our way through this jungle. Now know where the men are at.
I kind of want to take a break. I mean, the radio's broken, but I did get shot. I want to sit for a little.
And I stepped into a foot trap, so I can't move as fast as I once was. If we make any fire, it'll just signal them where we're at.
We're gonna want to move a little bit just to make sure that they don't come searching for us.
Why not go inside the temple?
Fortified.
It's good up there. I can get some good clean shots with the machine gun from up there if they try to attack. And we have the high ground. I mean, I'm just saying it might be an idea.
You all want to camp up there. Everyone in agreement.
Best of a bad
Yeah.
situation.
Best of the bad situation indeed.
Okay, Igor.
Why not?
All scattered out.
All right.
As he does,
Yes.
I pull out a cigarette.
Private Ark volunteers to march ahead and see what's going on. You trudge further, the canopy covering all the necessary light to see really what's going on a full moon like tonight, but it's still that full moon with the canopy, with all this lush fauna. It does nothing to help where you're going. You think that you would have been certain that maybe spraying some Agent Orange on this area would have helped with your mission, but it takes a day or two to actually take effect. As you trudge further into the jungle, you find a small footpath. It's occasionally overtaken by some just large trees, vegetation. You see a small line of ants just trek its way, marching on through across this path, and you think nothing of it until you see, well, as stereotypical as it sounds, the trees. They're not speaking, but they do send a message quite clearly. As above you, you can see hanging soldiers and Vietnamese alike. One after the other, just swaying gently. Now,
So
it's not like they're being hung. They're hanging from a place that seems far worse. Seems that they're hanging from their own intestines, from the large tree branches of this canopy. I'm going to need you to roll me we'll say a 3 on a spirit check.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So, with a 1, we're
Yeah,
going to say
you're
that's
lucky.
minimal sanity lost. So I'm going to flip a coin. Looks like you're only losing 2 sanity.
Right.
A deeply disturbing spite, but you clearly tread carefully and make notes, trying to think what might have done it, but you push those thoughts aside before you just trudge on and try to find the safest portion of this ruins, this large expanse of stone bricks that are basically down to their foundations. Before you see the temple itself, it's hard to peer through the distance. There's foliage pretty much taking over the entire thing as vines grab and choke the large monolith as it leads up in almost a tiered fashion. And oddly enough, reminding you kind of like Aztec architecture more so than anything built around here.
All right. Sarge, you might want to take a look at this.
Let's not hear him say that.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Am I close enough to hear him yell that out?
You would be, yeah.
Toss my sticker off to the side, stomp it out, start hitting his way.
All right. Yeah. You
What is
do
it,
so.
private?
Point up.
Do you point up ahead or point up to the trees?
Point up to the trees.
Okay. Sarge, can you make me a spirit roll looking for, what did I say, a 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Another coin flip.
We're just some hard
That
I
one's
rolled
only
for no
one
reason.
sanity
Got it.
loss. That would be 1 sanity loss for Sergeant Ludwig. As, again, the similar experience, it's pretty gnarly to see human innards holding them aloft, almost directly suspended from their stomachs, lying backwards from these large, hefty branches. It doesn't seem that there's any discrimination between race or really what side you're fighting for. You think to chalk it up to maybe a jaguar or something, you know, a big cat dragging something into the tree to eat for later. Then you know what, that seems just about right. That they tend to do that, but there might be quite a few of them around with how many bodies are hanging. So you keep note of that. Doesn't stress you out too much, but definitely is a bit unnerving. So yeah, that's what you see.
That's quite interesting. Must have been some sort of big cat that's done this, but there's quite too many bodies for that. Find anything else?
Refresh me. I found a stone passage that led where?
Led to, so it's a big temple. It's just like a tiered structure that goes up past the canopy. You can't see the top, but you do see that it's pretty much entirely covered by vines and shrubs.
Looks like this way is a bit overgrown, but we can do something. Take us a while.
I should also say that the vines aren't blocking your way. There is still,
Oh, I
you
thought
can
it was.
still pretty easily climb it.
Okay, I misunderstood then.
No, it's my bad.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's get the other two. Might as well head this way.
Sir.
At least when this raid of trees will probably keep some of the soldiers back. As long as the other two keep their heads down.
Alright.
To see this.
I'll run back and I'll get the other two. And yeah,
Alright,
I'll
yes.
take off and go get them.
Yeah, no, you head over to the two privates or not the two privates, Private Blake and Corporal Hackett, and you start bringing them over. Do you point out the bodies to them, or?
They're more of a if they spot it, they spot it.
Okay.
I showed who was needing to know.
Aaron, I love you. You can't get a name right to save your damn life.
Yeah. He said
Yeah.
That was
Blaine.
Corporal Hackett.
To be fair, I am not actually looking at your names. I was going
I
off of
know.
memory.
I find
Oh.
it funny. Like, I'm pretty sure even if you were actively looking at it, you'd still fuck it up. Anyway, we follow along. Do we see the bodies?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you? That's really a question for your characters. Are you confident enough in your private scouting ability to trust him not to look around?
Trust him not to look around?
Trust him enough that you don't feel the need to look around.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, he does. He's
Blaine
just like,
would probably like less be actually looking around and more just like on the sound, like on noises that are, like the sound of probably snapping or rustling. He would snap his head to look in that direction. But beyond that,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. You don't necessarily hear any snaps, but you do hear some chirps from jungle birds as they fly by. But I'm sure that you've probably been deployed for about a year now, so you know that there are birds up there. Probably wouldn't spook you too much.
Nope.
Yeah, no. So yeah, before you is a large tiered temple.
Well, doesn't this place look cheery?
doesn't it?
Orders?
Yeah, we're just going inside of a temple, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
We're standing outside it currently.
Well, I'd say let's get in and get stuff set up, I guess, for the long haul, at least for probably over the night. I don't think we should be traveling right now.
Yeah. So, you all ascend to this temple. Each tier takes a little bit to get over, as each seems to be almost, 4 to 5 feet tall of a step that you have to climb up each time. Each tier is similarly overtaken with vines, but it's nothing that is insurmountable. The higher and higher you climb, you do start to reach almost above the canopy, and as soon as you breach that surface, you can really see quite the lay of the battlefield. You can see your camp far and away there, so you know where to head in the morning. It's just, probably a 20-mile hike. While, you see where the mortar rounds just came in, and all those artillery rounds as well. Yeah, no. At this point, you guys are... The army itself is kind of on a back foot as it's retreating towards Saigon. Yeah, no. Here at the top of the temple, you see a spire. It doesn't necessarily reach the sky. It's almost like it was chopped off at some point. And right in front of it seems to be a hatch. A lacquered hatch. It's probably wood, you would assume, as it has been inlaid with pearlescent shells, and each has been meticulously carved out into pieces that it's laid out on the board, and the lacquer holds it in place, giving this almost black against pearlescent look to it, depicting a scene of some kind. It's really gorgeous, but it's a little confusing to look at. It's almost like you're falling into it. Gives you kind of a strange sense of what's the word? Vertigo.
vertigo, my favorite.
We go inside.
Yeah.
Better than staying out here.
Alright.
Yeah, I think we should head in.
Blaine will
There's,
try to open the hatch.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, it's a gorgeous piece of craftsmanship. As you look for some kind of handle, can you give me a mind roll to kind of decipher what it's depicting?
I think I get it.
A 1. Yeah, no, that's a lot of 1s in a row.
Yeah.
Sergeant Ludwig does not, in fact, get it.
I missed it. What roll?
I'm
Sorry.
just asking for Blaine to
Oh, okay.
give a quick survey of what's this being depicted on this hatch. I look at it, and it seems to be there's that strange sense of verticality to it, almost like you are falling forward just looking at it. Maybe that's something to do with this perspective that it's trying to display, which is really odd. You've been around the area long enough that you have seen some of this inlay work, and it's never tried to use perspective like this. And it seems to be depicting someone almost like bowing before, or maybe submitting themselves towards a large tiger, or like a really big tiger. Like, to put this in proportion wise, it's maybe twice the size of this man.
Mm-hmm. So a normal tiger. Compared to a Vietnamese person, the normal tiger. No offense, I'm just being honest here. Tigers are like, what, 8 feet long? And hit like almost 5 feet tall. They're pretty big. But I
You
get
had
what
to
you
guess.
mean.
It's
I get what you
twice the
mean.
size of a normal tiger.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
People and
Uh,
religions.
Wow, that's kind of bigoted of you. Yeah, no. With that, you throw open the hatch, and you smell. It smells rancid in here, kind of dank too, as in just moisture from what you assume the rains is just kind of trying to escape, as it probably hasn't had a chance to in a long time. As the hatch flies open, you are given view to a small little staircase that seems to taper off and spiral as it goes down.
Gotta love the jungle.
Down and down we go, fits of despair. As he starts walking.
Do do do.
Despair. I think it's quite an interesting place. I mean, I've never seen anything like it back in the countryside. Just looking around the walls of the brick, and just like Colton's just baffled by this kind of stuff. He in his mind, he's like a knight walking through a castle.
All right, yeah. So yes, you will each. Are all of you heading down into this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, this staircase spirals downward, and it's not. It's not large. You kind of squeezed in. You gotta like squeeze your shoulders in a little bit and duck your head just to make your way down. And as you take steps and steps, it feels like it's taking longer than you think before all of a sudden it opens up to a fairly decent sized room. It's smaller than you'd like, but it'll definitely do for a base camp. And, it's easily defendable. You know that there's only, one entrance to the outside that you know for certain of. Although this room does seem to have, looks like 4 branching pathways. All seem to descend, but they all have their just these kind of slanted hallways to them going downward. So just for reference, there's one to the north, south, east, and west.
A lot of different ways to go. So we're just So we're just exploring through this fucking temple right now.
Yep, as we're getting chased by military men.
Didn't they leave us alone once we got to the temple, though?
Pretty much, but still not a good.
That doesn't mean they're not looking for you.
It's
Yeah,
true.
as far as we know, that they're probably still trying to come for us.
I mean, Noah, if you lost sight of your target, would you still waste the ammo trying to shoot them?
No. Maybe. Actually, probably, yeah.
Yeah, in Warzone, he does a lot, yes.
Yeah. Hey, wait a second. Yeah, I probably would. I mean, not if I, not actually, like, trained military. Like, if I'm with the U.S. military, no. Because, I'd get slapped upside the fucking head for that. But, if it's just me defending my home country from some invaders, yeah, 100%. I'd keep spraying into the jungle.
Yeah, but after a while, if you don't see them, and you haven't seen a body yet, you'd probably not keep shooting.
Probably not. Okay, fair enough.
Is there anything differentiating these doors?
Doesn't seem so. There seems to be a very symmetrical pattern in this entire room, almost like it's kind of designed to disorient you. It feels like it's trying to. The motion of each of these etched designs seems to spiral downward almost, and it gives you a strange sense of like a pit in your stomach, like a drop of iron just sitting in your gut, almost like kind of like if you're riding a roller coaster, you get that kind of, you go on a loop and you get that sinking into your stomach kind of feel as you look at these artworks just kind of slant, and it's really easy to get disoriented. And although you've got your compass, so you could probably, as long as there's no metal around, you could pretty easily pick out which direction to go, northwest, east, or south.
Oh man, which way do you want to go?
Honestly, I'm okay with going anywhere. Either direction's fine with me.
Which
I just want to
direction
see
was the base
more.
camp?
Your base camp was north. You are just, about 50 miles south of Saigon.
Oh god.
Let's start with north. Maybe we
Alright.
can find an exit somewhere else.
And
All right.
I was start walking north.
Start walking.
You head towards the north entrance, and it seems to continue these inlaid kind of textures to them. It seems to. It doesn't really. It has more of like a almost abstract not geographical. Geometric. That's the one. Geometric look to them as they kind of wave downward, almost reaching down into the depths before they start to take more solid form. And you see one of the reliefs kind of like pulls together, almost like smoke being trailed behind this large image of a dragon. A very classical depiction of a Chinese dragon. They're long, tube-like, and very wizened. You continue down this hallway before you reach a T intersection, the one that goes to the left and one that goes to the right. They both continue downward into another slant downward.
I'm gonna keep going down.
Down.
They both go down. It's a T intersection that goes left and right, so east or west. They both go downward.
You men have a coin on you.
Nah.
Blaine probably would. He'd probably use it as like a fiddle thing.
Okay.
Tail goes west.
Okay. You head down this west passageway. Can I, who's taking point?
Probably
Yeah.
Sergeant Ludwig.
Yeah, the sergeant.
Sergeant?
Yeah.
Sergeant Ludwig. And then
Alright,
I'd say Colton's probably right behind him.
Yeah. Okay.
Blaine's in the back.
Okay. Yeah. Sarge, your point, man, it's starting to get real dark in here. Your flashlights are definitely going to need to come on.
Well, if they fucking work, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, it's the dumb little L-shaped
Dude, the L light,
flashlight
dude.
that-
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
I used to love playing with that thing as a kid. Oh my god. Like I don't know if it was my dad's or my grandpa's L light. I think it was my dad's. I used to play that shit as a kid all the time. I pretend it was like a little like energy pistol, be like pew pew pew, and then like twist off the top, drop the battery, put a new battery in, twist it back on. It's like
I did the exact same thing.
Pretend
But
it
yeah,
was a
no.
lightsaber with a curve to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
or like like Count Dooku. Yes.
Yeah.
You couldn't have not done something like that, kid. Like, come on now. If your family had one of those, you definitely did some shit like that. God. Good times. Being like 5, not knowing any better.
Yeah, but you pull out your L light and go ahead and flick it on. And as you flick it on, you see something skitter almost. Probably rats, right? No, it's way too big to be that. Go ahead, roll me a spirit check.
They obviously never been to New York.
Fuck you,
No.
guys. They keep rolling high for me.
Sarge.
I only got one low roll.
Sarge, as you flick on the light, you see the hind leg of something large move out of sight as quickly as you put the light on it.
But you know what? If this was combat, we'd be rolling ones, bro.
Yeah, so you see this large hind leg of something just skitter out of the way as fast as possible, almost impossibly fast. It's besides the noise, you don't think you would have noticed anything move. And you take a second or two to kind of flash around and look at what's here, and you don't see anything, which is odd. It's a hallway. It would have to run down the hallway, or it would have to get closer to you, and you're sure that you would have seen it if it got closer to you. Doesn't really make much sense.
Can we tilt the light upwards?
I don't know. Do you, Sarge?
It's not down the hall.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone left or right.
I was tilted up a little bit to look up towards the ceiling. No, I sit there and scan the whole entire hallway.
As you tilt the light up, you see a large slab of hewn stone with moss growing on it.
The horror.
Oh God, not moss! I
Yeah,
bet it has a bunch of
there's-
water bears on it.
there's nothing there. I need you to roll me a d4 real quick.
Fuck you, dice.
4. I need you to take 4 sanity damage as something that you're certain was there just disappeared.
I hope the privates are good on their
I'm
own.
already down to 2, just so
I don't-
you know.
I don't think Sarge
No.
and Corporal are gonna make it out of this. I hope you two are were trained well. I don't think we're making it out.
Sarge, you just hit over halfway your sanity, correct?
Yeah.
Oh God, yes, let's go! Woo!
Okay, so
The best part about this
Adam, if you don't know, once you have reached below half in your sanity stats, you're going to be afflicted with a mania or a phobia. And usually we kind of work together to figure out what that is. For this instance, James, what do you think would kind of be sticking out most in Ludwig's mind?
Let's see, he just saw something that he knows that was there, but he didn't see it. So probably some sort of paranoia of like there's always something like in the corner of his eye.
Yeah, I like that. I think.
Why do I feel like you're gonna become triggered?
Paranoia is definitely a big component of it, but I think most importantly, you have a dire need to look for that invisible thing.
Ah,
So you want to leave no stone unturned. You want to look at everything in search of this thing. Yeah.
I didn't really hear what you said.
Oh, sorry.
I literally have like I want to look for it everywhere.
Yeah, no, you want what you want to do is you want to find it to prove that you're right. Because clearly you saw this. It's factual. It exists. You need other people to know that that is true. So, what better way to show people as in to find it and give it to them? Right?
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're obsessed with tracking this thing down, almost adopting a kind of old world hunting kind of idea, kind of fitting of your mustache actually. Yeah.
So he's going to start just walking further down this hallway, a little bit faster than he was before.
Okay.
In fact,
I also
following his flashlight around.
So I should also say some advice that was given to me from a friend is also once you reach half of your health, you will be afflicted with a injury, something permanent that's going to be lasting throughout the rest of the game.
So our health is
And the last thing, yeah, your health is the line that you have next to your body. And I should also say that the spirit, that little meter, that is what you use to do magic. So magic typically comes with a price. Usually that is your sanity. Now, if you choose spirit to be your best, you don't suffer any sanity, much of any. Like you only lose you can only lose 1 sanity per spell you cast. But depending on how big that spell is, you use up how much mana. Yeah. So basically, the exchange is, I want to do a spell. We determine how big the spell is. You mark off that much from your mana, and then if it's your best stat, you only lose 1 sanity. But if you are not proficient in magic, you are going to roll a d4 at the very least to your sanity loss.
Alright, so I want to cast Detect Good or Evil.
I mean, if that's what you want to try and do.
You really want to see this guy like Teddy Roosevelt trying to cast a spell.
So yeah, everybody can innately do magic. It's just at a very high cost for those who are not either very sane or very proficient with mana, their natural energy.
Dangerous.
So yeah. Yes, it is very dangerous. It's not easy to do magic. So, yeah, you, Sergeant Ludwig, are, picking up the pace, going deeper into this large temple. Before you come at a right-hand turn, so you went west, so this would take you south.
He's gonna look back really quick and shine his flashlight towards the other ones. See if they're following behind or not.
I mean, Are you guys?
Commanding officer, that's where we went.
Yeah, wherever he's going, we're going. Sadly, at this point.
All right. So yeah, no, you creep down into this area. You find yourself at a right-hand turn, and it continues to ramp downward. You feel like you've gone pretty deep at this point, almost as if you've descended the entire temple. Before you down this next hallway, there seems to be another T intersection.
I will say,
Left or right?
like I know Ludwig had started going faster. Blaine is still kind of going at the initial sedate pace that they were at the beginning of going down this way.
Okay, yeah. So, yes, you get down to the end of this ramp, and there is another T intersection. Is there any particular way you would like to look?
Well, with this new paranoia, he's gonna sit there and look down both ways and try to see if he can see the thing he saw.
Okay, yeah. You first look to your left. This would be directly towards the center of the temple, as you see a large spherical room that pretty much seems to drop off as soon as you look into it.
Hey guys, I need to go. My sister broke down.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
Alright.
Your sister what?
Be safe.
Broke down.
Like
Oh,
car.
I'm sorry, dude. All right. Yep.
All right. There she is. All right. Bye.
But
Bye bye.
See ya.
What an interesting ringtone.
I
Can
know.
I just
I was
mention
just
that?
like,
I
What?
That was a
he's
That
had
is
that
that?
wild.
for years.
that
He's
has
had it
got
for
it. That would
years.
drive me nuts.
God.
It would really get me to either turn off my phone or, put it on mute all the time.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
My fucking ringtone is Gen 5 Pokemon gym battle music.
Mine's just the basic Android ringtone.
Mine is R2D2 screaming.
That would
I know.
also drive me
fucking
nuts.
Okay? Being fucking sitting there at work, getting changed, and just it's like fucking crying. Oh my god.
All right.
We all turn
no.
around and he's just magically gone.
Actually, yeah, no. First, let me describe this room to you. It's a entirely spherical room, as if it was completely like scooped out, like with an ice cream scoop. It's
Nice.
so smooth. It kind of occurs to you, this is like a marvel, right? If there is a perfectly spherical room, how would ancient peoples have created this? And there doesn't seem to be any
Motherfucker.
seams in the wall at well. Yes, Noah?
Bro, they made ancient people couldn't make triangles, bro. Like, god damn it, I'm sorry. I worked with
No, it's
one of my coworkers was a conspiracy theorist. Oh my god.
Alien
Who are you
theories all
talking
day long.
about?
No, Sean, you know him.
Oh yeah.
Sean, he's like, yeah, the ice wall around the Earth. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh please don't tell me he actually thinks that.
He's like, no, I get that
Really
you know,
does.
you're a little skeptical, Noah. I mean, this, that's what they, what they teach you in schools. Like, but how come all those maps, back in the day? And I'm like, cause you can't draw a sphere on a map on a 2D surface. You can't. You just can't. It's not possible. You can't draw an accurate spherical map on a 2D surface, man. God.
all right. Yeah. That sounds awful. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
I sat right next to him at the fucking sales office.
I think I would.
All
actually
right. So yes,
something
it's
like that.
you come
Right
across
with
a
him.
perfectly spherical room, and what's even more impressive is that it's doesn't have any seams. It wasn't like split in half or into quadrants or anything like that. No, it's all made from one stone. That in and of itself is pretty impressive, but you look towards the other doorway and you see, well, it's almost like a cliff's edge. A vast expanse of large cave networks sprung forth in front of you. And yeah, no, it's massive in here. It's almost like it could be its own city. There's pillars like just holding up the ceiling. The shelling probably should have like caved in this place, but no, it's largely intact. And in it you can see a large, well, you'd say maze, but that's not really accurate, as a maze, it has an end. It's got an entrance and an exit. This neither. It just seems to be, well, a labyrinth. And the big distinction between the two is one has an exit, the other, your entire goal is to get to the center.
Entrance, exit. That's just what I tell my victims. There's neither.
But yeah, no, and even more peculiar is all throughout the maze, it seems to be textured and angled. Like each of the walls is it's like a polygon is popping out of the wall or something like that. Yeah, no, that's what you see. That's what you see from up here. You notice that there's a small trail that leads down, and you actually see past this maze. There's seems to be, well, it seems to be something pretty identical to the building you're in. It looks to be, the same hewn stone, and it seems to have a spherical room at the back that you can just barely see from this far. But with, little humidity down here, which is surprising, and with, nothing obstructing your view, you can see directly through. And yeah, there's pretty much an identical building to this one, about you'd say maybe 15 or 20 miles across.
Huh? Wait. Quick question.
Let me tell, put you in this in perspective for you. At this distance, you can see the curvature of the earth.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, this is a big cave, Chief.
Granted, being, somewhat underground, according to my mathematics, it would actually be a lot easier to see the curvature of the Earth because we're closer to the center. I don't fucking know. I'm just baffled.
I mean, no, technically you're right, because the smaller the sphere is, the sharper that. You are technically right there.
Can we not talk about the curvature of the Earth right now? I just had fucking God damn it, dude. God damn it, man.
The amount of times I rode with Sean.
I feel, dude, as soon as he started talking to me about that, I was like, God, I'm so sorry, James. You had to
literally, I always have my earbuds in, so I didn't have to listen to him. And he was still talking. I can hear him muffled behind my earbuds.
Yes, some of his TikToks that he'd find were funny as fuck, though.
Yeah.
But then he'd be like, show me the conspiracy theory TikToks. I'm like, oh God, please stop. Anyway, yeah, you can see the curvature of the Earth. It's a big fucking room. And there's no creases, no seams. Like it's got
there's
something.
No, this large cavern, it very much has cracks and stuff like that, and
okay.
There's a lot of intentionally made angles within this maze.
Okay.
So what happened to Private Arkhov?
Well, I don't know. Who wants to look back for him?
I'm in the back.
Okay, yeah. So you want to look back?
Yeah, Private
Arkhov.
Private Arkhov is in front of me.
Yeah, 1 minute he's in front of you, next he's just gone.
Like, gotta remember, I'm coming down these steps at a sedate pace, while everybody else is rushing ahead. So I'm just coming down to Private Arkhov gone.
You stumble a little bit, and you're like, you look behind you, see what you stepped on the steps, look back, and he's just gone. You're just like, huh?
I want you to understand what I'm about to say is going to come out very strange.
Okay.
Your marching order is, impeccable. Like, you start taking steps down, and it's a slope. It's not the easiest thing to descend in the world, as much as people might make it out to be. Mm-hmm. Private, you see Private Ark there 1 second. He's in your flashlight full view. Before he's tackled by something, and it's so quiet and fast, it's got him by the throat for like half a second. And, you would have sworn it's more canine. Well, no, it's got feline features. Well, legs aren't supposed to bend that way. No, it's how is it moving? If its legs are like that, then it wouldn't be able to walk, but it does so with such speed, and it just goes straight for the throat. And as you track this action as fast as it is through with your flashlight, you see it and Private Ark flip through the angles of this hallway where the floor meets the wall. It passes, it almost like squeezes. It's hard to describe without getting a migraine, but it like almost compresses, or it's swallowed whole by the corner. But with like within a blink of an eye, this entire action takes place, and the only thing left of Private Ark is a hand on the ground.
Private Blaine is just
Unlucky.
He just tracks the movement out of pure curiosity. He's just like, huh.
Go ahead and please roll me a spirit check. We're looking for a low number, like a 2 here. Hey, so we'll reduce the dice down. You're gonna lose a D4. You want to roll that, or do you want me?
Sure. Ah.
Rough, Chief.
Well,
That's 4. That'll take you past half.
that takes you past half.
All right. So,
Wait, sanity.
what do you think your fit?
Sanity is sanity is connected to mind, right?
Sanity's connected to mind.
Okay,
Mana
yeah, no,
is
I'm
connected
fine.
to spirit. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no. So you're losing 4 sanity. It's deeply troubling, regardless.
Yeah, just
But
tracks. Huh. Corporal, Sergeant.
Yeah,
Private Arklev's gone.
What do you mean?
Oh, gone.
you whip your flashlight around, and you see a severed hand sitting on the floor where Private Ark would have been.
Did you see where it went?
I point to the corner.
Is there like any like stains on the corner where he got pulled through?
There's no stain where he got pulled through, but there is blood. It's not seeping out of the corner, but there's a blood stain just like gashed over the wall from Private Ark's unfortunate grapple and demise.
We don't know he's dead, technically.
He is just missing a hand.
And
I
the
knew
thing
that.
was at his throat.
I knew that.
Yeah, but you know.
Well, that was unfortunate. And just walks past the hand.
Hey, as you
Listen,
step
man.
past this hand, you notice that it is a very clean cut.
Alright, listen, man. I saw something earlier. It looked like it just vanished out of thin air. Now this happening. I know there's something in here that you probably should have seen. Or we're probably in its territory. We need to keep a close eye out. Stay very close together. Looks like this thing is picking us off slowly apart.
All right, so, yeah, yes, sir. Sounds good. I really don't want to be by myself anyway, so if we could just stay together, that would be great.
No matter how close we all are, we are still alone to this creature.
That's like pretty depressing, don't you think?
You do know the private was right in front of me, right?
Yeah, but you know, we could lighten up a little bit.
That's sniffles.
I mean,
You,
That-
country, you country folk are so optimistic.
I mean, the same kind of stuff happens when you're out with the Viet Cong, you know? One minute your buddy's right next to you, the next minute there's a crater. It's the landmines and all that, so how's this any different?
Welcome to war. We'll all die one day or another.
Oh yeah, but, then you go into the god's graces.
God. As if a god would bring upon hell like this upon the earth.
I mean, it's happened a couple times. You got the flood, you got
Enough,
the
Corporal.
initial king.
I don't care what you believe in.
A horrible
That's
thing
enough,
that
you
happened in the
two.
Bible.
Your belief is yours. Mine is mine.
That's true.
Alright, let's
Now,
continue on. And I'm going to start heading towards the big dome spherical room.
All right, it's pretty much a clean cut as soon as you approach it. There's just a swift drop off as basically it's almost a vertical hop down into the sphere.
I'm going to shine my flashlight around.
You shine your flashlight around and you notice above the doorway that you just entered, there seems to be, again, hewn stone, but it also seems to continue this spherical pattern if it were to be closed. It's almost like a hatch would just drop down from the ceiling down and close you off into a perfectly spherical room. And upon further inspection, this stone, you first thought it was hewn, you thought it was textured. No, it's smooth, incredibly smooth. Almost, it doesn't have a reflection as if it was polished, but it's got this nice, almost plastic-like texture to it. Like, smoothed out, or like, oh, what's a good example? Linoleum, like a linoleum tile.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's smooth, huh?
That's odd, especially if this is a temple. Quite hard to get that kind of smoothness to anything, especially back however old this is.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
come to
the
think of it,
ancient peoples were too good at, like making marble and stuff like that.
well, think about this. Private said that it went through the corner of the wall, right?
Yeah.
What if you can't travel in here since there's no edge in here for it to go? What if this is kind of a safe area from it?
That'd be pretty nice. I hope that's how it works.
for things you do not know, do not assume you are ever safe.
You're a
Understand that,
menace to
Corporal.
society.
Danger is all around, whether we see it or not.
So is there any other, like, entrances, exits to this thing, or just the way we came from?
There's just the way that you came from, and this spherical room, and then there's the large cavern.
Or either we head for the large cavern, or we try heading back out of here.
I mean, do we want to take our chance with the Viet Cong back up top, or?
Either that or whatever this hellish monster is.
The devil we know, the devil we don't.
Honestly, I kind of like this one better, because at least it seems to get the job done quick. The Viet Cong, yeah, don't have the best reputation with POWs. But personally, I vote we take our chances in here. Maybe. Being chilling.
Being chilling.
Being chilling.
Lane's gonna start heading towards the cavern.
All right.
Alright, the cavern. With the fucking doom and gloom motherfucker.
The corporal is corporal is heading that way. Is, you know, the sergeant is still kind of stuck in the spherical room. It's very large. He's gonna need a rope to get out.
Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Huh. Unlucky. Well, Private, do
I'm
we just
old
leave
and
him?
have a twisted ankle.
Twisted? You mean stabbed?
Stab, twisted, all that one.
What's the difference? Now, Private, we could just leave him. I mean, he's already seeming to go a little cuckoo.
Blaine just turns and looks at you and is just like, how can you tell whether we are sane or not?
Honestly, I've been trying to figure that out with you since we came in here, but you always been like this, so it's a toss-up.
I am so insane, I've become sane again. Simple as that.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
Do we have rope? Aaron?
So are you leaving? Are you leaving the sergeant behind?
That's
or-
why I'm asking, do we have rope?
Yeah, you. It's standard issue. Yes, you would have
I
rope.
don't know what the fuck's standard issue!
Think of something you'd have with the Boy Scouts. The military has it as well.
You act as if I know what the Boy Scouts have! I've been
Fair
a
point.
cripple since I was 5!
Rope, flashlights, you know, not minus the radio. We don't have radios in Boy Scouts. I mean, not until later when we complained enough, but
So yes, you have
Yeah, I
rope.
wasn't in Boy Scouts long enough because my Boy Scout leader was arrested for
yeah.
molesting.
Oh,
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, Private's just gonna
You know,
Private's just gonna tie a rope around Corporal's chest and then chuck the other end down to the sergeant.
yeah.
Barrel chest.
I gonna be honest, you do kind of training like this all the time. I don't think there's a body roll needed. So yeah, no, you throw a rope down, sergeant climbs it, and you're out and ready to proceed however you see fit.
Yep, into the cavern.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna grab Private shoulder. If you ever think about leaving me behind again, I'll make sure to throw you to this beast myself.
Oh, you'll give
And I'm
me
gonna
my
continue
greatest
walking.
desire of death.
Y'all both are worrying me. You okay?
All right.
Me and
yeah.
Corpo just grab hands and start skipping down the hallway.
Huh? Corp? Wait, whoa. I'm not going down that fucking hallway like that.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
Blaine's just walking.
Yeah, this is our next leg of the journey. So let's take a quick little break, mainly because I need to piss. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can get any more cookies because Ashton made some cookies.
Nice. I like how I'm just channeling Vex in all this.
X from League of Legends.
Yeah.
God.
That's literally what I've been doing for 90% of this. I've just been thinking, what would Vex say in this situation, minus the Viego
Why?
worship?
Why? You don't even play the game anymore.
I know. Well, okay, it's not because like it's her archetype, right? The doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Vex is just like the best person I can link to for, you know, some for like you, because I know of a lot of other characters, but as far as like characters that both of us know, there are very few that I think that that I could link with.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah,
Literally anyone from a fucking Stephen King book.
I don't read Stephen King.
Anyone from a H.P. Lovecraft book.
I haven't read H.P. Lovecraft.
God damn it. I can't think of any manga characters right now. Bing, bang, boom. Bingo, bango, right on the money. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, fuck.
Am I the only one here?
No.
No.
Okay. So, I'm trying this new voice. I don't know if it's good or not, and if you guys can hear me properly with it.
I mean, we can hear you whenever you speak, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you whenever you speak. That in character or not.
Like, this is the first time doing like a gravelly voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, peasant.
No,
He's
don't
dead.
call me a peasant.
Got him. He's
No.
dead. Haha. Woo! Got him. He's a peasant.
All right, yeah.
So we pull Sergeant
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Pull Sergeant up, and you head into the cavern, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Catapults.
You step onto this cliff's ledge as you see before you almost like a bird bath. It's like a large kind of like concave thing filled with a liquid.
Yeah.
And as you enter into this cavern, you start seeing and hearing the stone behind you start to come together as if to close off like a door.
Ripperoni, I guess. We're kind of fucked now.
Okay.
Lane just kind of shoots one little look back. It looks like we are trapped. Though we are all trapped in our own minds.
Brother in Christ. My brother in Christ.
I am not your brother.
Right.
boy.
Oh.
We've been here together for long enough.
That's right.
All right. The bait squad lets the door close behind them as you see the similar black lacquered look with this pearlescent shells inlaid into that lacquer, and you see depictions of people drinking from a chalice and drinking from a chalice, this scooping their hands to this like bird bath looking thing and drinking and on the other side it seems to spiral, and you get that same vertigo feeling in your guts as you see that's as one door depicts a task of a person drinking of this liquid and then going through this maze. It seems to spiral into the other doorway that seems to have nebulous connotation, but it seems fortunate. Although the spirals seem to be surrounded by these large tigers.
We saw something like that already. Upstairs, that picture of the tiger, that's big fucking tiger and the guy praying to it. Huh.
Yeah.
So
is there any still in the bird bath?
Is there anything in the bird bath? No, it doesn't look like it as you approach it, although there seems to be a hollow tube going through the base of this, going down, 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 down. You can't see the bottom. And you notice that there seems to be some kind of slot.
like a coin slot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Coin slots, bro. Ancient tech.
I'm gonna take my coin and put it in.
Yeah, no. What's a? Yeah, you take out like a quarter or something,
It'd probably be
and
like
you
a
push it
$50.
through the slot. $50. Okay, no, it's the big thick quarter, a big thick coin. You stuck it through, and you hear a like it's almost like it fell and scraped along the side of the bowl before falling even further, and then you hear a plink, and then a gurgling sound before liquid starts pouring up from this tube at the bottom of the basin, and it starts filling up with a foul, absolutely horrendous smelling brown liquid.
I'm not taking part. I'm not
Might be
drinking this.
Porta John. Uh-huh.
It
I don't
can't
think
be
I
worse
don't
than
think
the
any of
cook's
us
food.
do. I beg to differ. This stuff may be quite old. I say we don't drink it either.
You say as the private's head is already in the bath.
Oh my god, you're a fucking menace.
Okay, Mr. Menace, roll me a body save.
Okay.
We're looking for a 1, Chief.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, no. You stick your head in the bath and you drink deeply. And as you pull your head back out, you feel very nauseous for half a second before it's just gone. You just feel fine.
What does it taste like?
What's it taste like?
Yeah.
Sweet. Incredibly sweet. Almost, it's got a taste like durian. It's got an earthiness to it, almost like mushrooms too. But it's very pleasant taste, actually.
Mushroom and durian. Anyway.
I'm not touching that stuff.
Probably gonna die in here anyway. And I'm
Cut
gonna
the-
I'm gonna cut my hands like in the pictures and dip it in and slurp out my hands.
Body roll. Looking for a 1.
I'm gonna roll high out.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
you have a similar experience as you all feel like you're gonna vomit for half a second before, you like actually like think for a second and you're completely fine as if nothing had changed. It's incredibly sweet, almost addictingly sweet. like, kind of like, have you ever had mead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very, very sweet alcoholic drink. It's kind of similar to that.
That's cool. I'm not drinking
Hey,
it.
Corporal.
You should probably try some of this. It's actually not bad.
That's cool and all, but I just, Mom always told me not to drink random stuff from strange temples in the jungle.
Mama told me not to drink from the puddles in the street. How is this any different?
This is no better.
Mama always said, Mama always said that she's a devil.
I'm just y'all enjoy your little drink. I'm good. I'm gonna just not partake of that.
He's the next one to be tackled.
Blaine,
Hey,
Blaine, like as this conversation is going on, is just walking towards the labyrinth.
Okay, yeah. No. You this is a large drop off. Like there is switchbacks back and forth down before you actually gets to the labyrinth, but no, yeah, you take steps down and you just are the first to march forward. Is anybody else doing anything?
I start following behind him.
Alright, we'll follow slowly wanting to go back at this point. I think it's a little bit too late.
There is no going back. There's only marching forward.
It's a little bit too late, sadly.
All right. Great. All right. Yeah, no. About maybe half an hour to 45 minutes go by as you march down here. And you come up to the monolithic structure of this maze. It is massive. Again, there is no seams, but deliberately made. Many polygons either recessed or pop out from this wall in a bizarre geometrical pattern, almost fractal like. It feels like it could go on forever. Yeah, that's what you see as you approach. You see a platform. It's something that you're clearly supposed to take a step on, as there are handles to either side of this hewn stone. And there's a couple steps up, like 5 to 10 steps up to this platform.
I start walking up them.
Yeah, Blaine's
So
going.
Okay.
Blaine's going.
You guys have fun, bro.
Okay, so yeah, Sergeant Ludwig, you're the first to step onto one of these platforms, and before Private McGrain can get up with you, the platform begins to move. It takes you upward, and you see right beneath it, Private, there is a almost like perfect cutouts of this platform that is rising up and fits directly flush with the bottom of the top platform as one raises up. And this one that Sergeant is on starts lifting up higher and higher towards the top of this wall before it hits the top and starts shifting. It then starts to go to it looks like a different starting pot in this labyrinth.
The burp. Okay.
Yep. Sorry. It goes to a different starting position in this labyrinth.
Oh, Blaine's gonna follow it.
Of course you
Follow it on the ground, or take a step onto the platform.
Take a. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, take a step onto it.
Okay. You step onto the platform, and pretty much the exact same thing happens. As a platform beneath it raises up, the one that you're standing on is elevated, and then it continues elevating upwards and seems to go in the opposite direction of your sergeant, where it brings you to a new starting position.
Mm-hmm. In I go.
Yep, kidnapped.
Yeah, I'm immediately starting to march forward.
Okay, yeah. You two enter into the maze. Well, what is Corporal Clinton doing? Corporal Huckett.
Huckett. Corporal Huckett. He's just watching these mad men. Like, he's gonna
Yeah?
look back behind him, and he's gonna be like, I think I'm stuck here with them, so... best I can do is make sure they don't get too badly hurt, I guess. Like, how far back is the way we came in?
It's a 45-minute walk. It's basically switchbacks up a steep slope. So technically, not that far as the crow flies.
But the question is, what happens on the way back?
That is a
Being
good
by-
question. Yeah.
Being by himself is something he also does not want to do right now in this place. Oh,
I could have a feeling Noah's going to be the only survivor again.
I'm starting to doubt it. I mean, you motherfuckers drank from whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be Noah's first character loss ever.
Hey, I welcome it. Dude, he'll follow along into the labyrinth, I guess. Huck.
All right. Yeah, you walk up the steps and you step upon this pedestal. It does not move.
Yeah. Alright.
You lost out.
Gotta drink that shit, don't I?
Yep.
Fuck. Alright. Fuck! Alright, good. That stuff's still there, isn't it?
I mean, they didn't finish it off, yes.
Takes the 45 minutes to walk all the way back up.
Left my keys at home.
Do I try to just leave 45 minutes by myself in the dark? Or do I fucking go with these clowns? God damn it.
Well, in order to get to where we're at, you have to use the platform, which doesn't move for you.
Unless I drink that shit, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Probably, yeah.
What if he drinks it and that still doesn't move for him?
Alright. Corporal's worried about these fucking clowns. He'll drink some. Go drink some. Was it a body roll?
Yeah, you take the 45-minute stroll back up.
Wait. The pool that they drink
The
from
pool is 45 minutes
it's,
up.
It's at the top.
It's right next to
wait.
the entrance.
That the pool that you put the coin in
Yep.
Yep.
is next to the entrance to the temple.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah,
to
the cavern.
Of
Next
the
to
cavern.
the entrance of the
and
cavern.
the entrance to the cavern is 45 minutes up.
So, question though, how far away from like the entrance to the temple is that?
Probably another hour.
Or non-existent
True.
at this point?
Because we did hear the door close behind us as we entered the cavern.
Fuck. Yeah, we're stuck anyway. I'm gonna go drink some shit. Go drink that piss water, I guess.
Okay,
45
yeah.
minutes.
There, and then another 45 back.
Yeah,
So
alright.
an hour and a half.
I didn't even realize we walked that far. God damn it. Alright, body roll of a 1.
Yep. You got a pretty good chance of this, actually. Okay, yeah. You two get up to this caldera. You go ahead, step over to it. It's still full of the liquid. It's brackish brown, and you go ahead, drink. I think, like, at first you're very hesitant. Like,
Yeah.
you just barely, like, curl your lips around it before realizing it's so incredibly sweet. It's very nice to drink.
Still don't trust it.
Still don't trust it. that nausea overtakes you for half a second before it's just gone.
Horrid, 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 disgusting.
So during this hour and a half round trip,
Yeah, as as the corporal takes his trip back because he forgot his keys, you two trek forward, I assume, correct?
Yep. I am hugging the left wall the entire time.
Ah, got you. So, Private, I want to ask, where were you born?
The slums of New York.
Ah,
I don't know
got
if
you.
I don't know if I call them slums. I think we're a little bit more advanced than that. But
For the ghetto.
yes, that's probably where it is. That's definitely what it is. Let me rephrase.
Okay, the most ghetto of New York then.
all right, yeah. No, you're taken almost aback by how similar this place looks to the streets you grew up on. Like it's like starkly similar as you take your first steps down. It's almost as if the hewn walls are gone completely, and it's just brick buildings, sidewalks, chain link fences. It's decrepit as it always is, but it's home.
Right back here. Alright, well, I guess in this case I'll go find the hovel that I was at.
Yeah, no. As you proceed down these streets and alleyways, you start to notice something pretty interesting. There's no numbers or anything. The street signs they're almost a foreign language to you. They don't seem like they're saying anything.
I guess I would just let my feet take me. Because
All right.
it would probably be like a well-walked path, right?
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Like,
So you know how whenever
just trusting your instinct.
yeah, kind of like whenever you're walking home, right? And once you get to an area, your mind wanders and your feet just go, and you end up at your door.
Yep. Sure. Okay. Yeah. No. I think that sounds a little like magic.
Okay.
So go ahead. Roll me a spirit roll. No, mind, sorry. I know it sounds weird, but it's like reciting an incantation and something. Yeah, okay. And is spirit your best stat?
No,
Okay.
mind is.
So, this is basically just finding your way, some sort of like clairvoyance. So I'd say, probably just a coin flip on how much mana was used. 2 mana. And sanity, since your spirit is not your strongest, you lose a d4 for a simple effect. You only lose 1.
Nice.
Cool. Does that at all tip you over half?
No, not on anything.
Okay. Yeah, no. You feel your feet just kind of carry you away. I want to hop over to the sergeant for a second. Ludwig, where did you grow up?
Let's see. Rocky Mountains of Arizona.
Okay. Yeah. No, as soon as you jump down into this labyrinth, you are confronted with canyons of red and yellow stone, almost cut through by the wind and water that occasionally rolls in from the mountains. Yeah, no, it's dry here, a lot drier than you're used to. You've been, for the better part of maybe like 4 or 5 years now, you've been deployed here. You've become accustomed to the humidity, to the wet. It's so strange to be somewhere so dry again. What would you like to do?
Taking in the environment, he's trying to look for any resemblance, anything he can remember, maybe, or anything that seems familiar enough to him.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's you grew up in the mountains, but you don't really recognize any of these formations. They, as familiar as they are, they're not the same ones that you would, go mucking around about in as a kid. Yeah. Okay. Now my question for Sergeant Ludwig is, what was his first, his first brush with death, as a kid? Was it just experiencing a pet dying, or was it him, dangling off a cliff's edge and realizing, oh shit, I could have just died there?
Out camping with his father, while in his tent, a mountain lion was prowling outside of it. This actually happened to me when I was a kid, so I'm throwing it in.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. Sarge, you mosey around for a little bit before, you start feeling like hairs on the back of your head stand up a little bit. Looking around, you feel the beating, the beating arid sun on your face as you look around, and you think you see something moving in the grass. Could it be a mountain lion, or could it be that creature that you so desperately want to capture?
He's gonna be cautious and slowly walk towards it, but
Okay.
he's not gonna take his eyes off of where he saw the motion.
Okay. Yeah, no. Roll me a body roll to see just how stealthy you are. We're looking for something like we'll say a 4.
This is my worst one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I just had to insult it.
All right, yeah. 2. That's a complete success. Yeah. No. You creep up on this thing. You see it just barely peeking out of the underbrush of the arid environment, and almost getting down on all fours, not moving a single rock. The only thing gracing your boots is soft sand. You come up upon it. You see this large creature, similar to what Blaine saw. It's something that doesn't quite fit within reality. It almost phases in between being a mountain lion and being the same creature that Blaine saw, as it's kind of wobbling, shifting. It's not moving, or, well, not more than it would naturally, but it's almost like it has an after image. It's hard to keep your eyes on for more than a second. This thing seems to be gnawing on an old, or no, it's a fairly recent bone. It's very recent, in fact, as it's still wet, just gnawing off the meat, and you see another one come up from behind and crack open a bone and start licking the marrow out with almost a proboscis-like tongue that shoots down into the bone and comes back up with marrow. They haven't noticed you yet, but they're definitely not they're definitely not those mountain lions that you're familiar with. Yeah, we'll go with that. Gazing upon these things' true form, since you it wasn't a passing glance and you snuck up on them, I'm gonna need a sanity check.
Okay, it's just here.
Gazing upon these things' true form, you need a, I believe I marked it down as a 4 for your spirit. Or was it a 3? Oh, it was a 3. My bad. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, minor sanity loss. So flip a coin. How does Sarge reason away this like, how does he explain it to himself to only lose 1 sanity?
Well, I only got 1 more to go, but
Good you didn't lose 2 then.
oh yeah. So yes, ask the question again.
How does Sergeant Ludwig kind of explain this to himself as to, like, preserve his mind, make sure he just doesn't lose it upon seeing these things that are somewhere in between large feline and canine, but also can't physically exist?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
He doesn't really know how to describe it to himself. He just demons.
There's
This
probably
is a
drugs
true-
in the water.
The water, huh?
Yeah, the earthy mushroom taste and must be hallucinogenics.
Hey. Yeah, so what does Sarge want to do?
He's gonna slowly walk backwards without taking his eyes off of him.
Okay.
And he's just gonna keep walking back.
Okay. Keep in mind, you still have a mania to, get some kind of evidence that these exist.
He's gonna pull his gun out after he's a good 10 feet away from him.
Okay.
And he's gonna just start spraying at him.
Okay. Yeah. Give me, since you're using a gun and not fighting fist to fist, give me a body roll, and you've got a rifle, so it'd be, give it a -2 to the roll.
So yeah. D.
plus minus?
I don't know. You said -2 too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be a /r space
Well, it's doing -2 there.
1d whatever, and then add -2.
Well, yeah, I did the minus.
But I did it right there. But I did I did it a little weird. It's plus -2, and it did subtract the 2 from 4.
Yeah.
You know
did
what?
it.
That works.
It did it. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, my feed didn't catch up till then. Yeah, no. You light these things the fuck up. They... I think you all hear the loud popping of a rifle. Yeah, I think Corporal also sees the flashes in the maze as he's still descending. Yeah, no, you light these things the fuck up, and you manage to get some very good hits off. Go ahead, roll me a d6.
Okay. 3.
3. Good to know. The things then just whip around and then dive into the canyon wall, almost similarly to how Blaine saw it, slip in through the cracks of corners, it almost like compressing or being swallowed up, but you're not. It does not compute in your mind as you try and explain just how would that work before, you know, it just gives you a headache.
I'm gonna walk up and see his. So, what were they munching on again?
Bone.
Yeah, no, they were
Bone.
munching on bones, and upon further examination of what bones, you notice there is a human skull with a very familiar structure to it, as some of the flesh still dangling off of it, and one of the eyes that are still in its socket confirm it's Private Ace.
Okay.
Unlucky.
Can I get you to roll a sand roll for me?
Oh no.
Another spirit. Oh, great.
Sanity. You just gotta hit that 1 and maybe you won't die.
4.
Not gonna do it, Chief. Sarge, it doesn't matter how much I roll because you are insane. What is your bout of madness? It can either be an amplification of your previous mania or phobia, or it can be a brand new one, just far more intense.
He has the most utter urge to kill these things.
Okay.
That was a
Blinded by absolute rage, you trek onward deeper into the maze. Just another shot off at these things. And let's go over to Private Blaine. Yeah.
Alright.
What was your brush with death as a child? Like your first real understanding that, oh, things die. Or, you know, oh, I can die.
Probably getting snatched up in some sort of gang war. Like, probably like in the middle of a shootout or something, just in the middle of it as he's walking down the street.
So, New York was, at this time, you would have been, what, you're like 18-year-olds now? It would
I
have
said
been like...
mid to late 20s. So...
oh, okay. The mid to late 20s? You're a lot older than I thought.
No,
Oh,
Blaine is mid to late
Oh,
20s.
he's in his mid to late
Yes.
20s. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that would have been, you know, late 40s, early 50s. Yeah, no, it's basically the mob pretty much has a stranglehold on crime in New York City, other than petty crime that's just your average person trying to get by. But yeah, no, if you got caught up in basically a firefight, it would have been with the mob, with the mafia.
Yeah.
You hear the rattle of Thompsons as down the street comes barreling a car outside. A man slickly dressed, but is just bleeding from many parts of his body as he just rattles the street. And this is what you see now as well. A car coming for you at breakneck speed, a Thompson just rattling away at the doors of the houses and businesses and people on the street. What are you going to do?
He thinks that this is just a hallucination, so he's just watching in mild interest.
All right. Yeah.
Anyway,
you do
get
so.
filled with bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You just stand there not doing anything as you feel a sharp pain as the car passes. There is a large gash out of your forearm.
All right.
Can you roll me a d4? All right, take 2 plus 2 damage, so 4.
Oh, that's good. That's grave injury.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, with that, this huge chunk out of your forearm, you feel you're like, we'll say you're on the right hand of the street, and they're shooting on. Yeah, so your left arm, it's basically just hanging off by sinew, as there's a large bite mark left from, well, you think Thompson gunfire, but no, it's definitely a bite. And yeah, no, your grievous injury is not being able to use your left hand. So using a rifle will give you no benefits.
Okay.
Using a handgun, you might be fine with that, but it's not going to be as good. So defending yourself is going to be a lot harder now.
Mm-hmm.
Get clowned on, kid.
And stood there and took it like a champ, I guess.
Yep.
At least there's no sanity loss.
My arm's hanging off. Unlucky.
I mean, yeah, pretty
Continues to
much.
Stroll.
Yeah. No, he's just like, huh. Pulls out combat knife, cuts off what's left, continues walking.
Okay.
You said it's
Bleed it
holding
out.
on by sinew.
Fair, but you know what? Go off. Yeah, you know what? That's a choice. I wanna shoot Otto for to Corporal Huckett real quick. We'll say by this point you have made your way back to the forefront of this labyrinth.
Okay.
Yeah. Stepping atop the hewn stone pedestal, you are raised up again towards this top of the maze before, being almost ushered in or beckoned by where did you grow up?
The countryside of Kansas.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, you are taken in by just vast swaths of hills. It's almost like the entire maze has changed its form, as it is now just the pleasant countryside of Kansas. Very flats and large hills. It seems to be midwinter by the coloration of the grass. You can tell that it has that dark, almost rust-colored grass of the bluegrass as it's dried out for early winter. It seems almost cold. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now, what's Colonel Huckett's
Colonel.
near-death experience?
Dude, I got promoted. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, Corporal.
Near-death experience. I'm gonna say, you know, being a country boy, there was a time, you know, he was running around, chasing rabbits in the field, not realizing that somebody was running the combine, and so he's just running around chasing rabbits as he hears and notices, and the rabbits just go straight into the path of the combine and just
Get
kid.
some
He's just like But thankfully, you know, he noticed and then saw that, so he didn't go chasing after, like, you know, right behind him like he was into the combine. So he just maybe like 10 feet away gets yelled at for it.
Yikes. Yeah, no, that sounds about right for, you know, middle of Kansas. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, your first near-death experience is with a combine. No, you're goofing around and you chase a rabbit into a combine, and here and now you notice that this large wheat field that you're walking amongst is it seems to be ready for harvest, which is odd for the season. Normally a harvest of grain like this would be, you know, early fall, or, you know, something like that, late spring. So yeah, no, you walk amongst the grain.
It's like what's the movie, Gladiator? And he's walking through the grain as the horses ride past. Okay, never mind. I don't know if anybody else has seen that movie. Never mind.
Yep, no. Don't they mimic it in the one God of War 3 trailer?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, no. You travel through this grain for a while now before you hear the unmistakable hum of you know, a tractor going. And from one of these, it almost seems like an intersection, which, you know, doesn't make much sense. You're in the hills, so you would see any, you know, there wouldn't be like a natural intersection in these hills, but no, it kind of hurts. It's like seeing through a corner of a hallway, but also noting that there is a corner there. And as you approach it, go ahead, give me a body roll to jump out of the way as a combine flies through this intersection.
Sorry, my headset cut out. All I heard was jump out of the way.
Oh, yeah, no, jump out of the way of combine as it flies through this intersection.
Okay, do I need to make a roll?
Yeah, body.
Yeah.
Body. Yeah. Okay. I didn't hear any of that. All I heard was jump out of the way. I was like, okay.
Just do it, forehead.
Oh, forehead, just jump.
Come on, forehead, just jump. Ah, yeah. You jump past relatively unscathed, although you can tell that you just narrowly missed it, even though the combine's blades were nowhere near you. Alright. Let's shoot back over to... Let's go with the sergeant. Sergeant! You find yourself...
Yes.
transversed almost. You take a couple steps through the canyon before it opens up to, well, what's your recruitment office look like?
Mm, recruitment office, like
Where you joined up?
oh, so see the Mesa's recruitment office in Arizona, which is down in the valley.
High school gym.
Yeah, it could have been the high school gym. They, did sign-ups out on the street in front of the post office, or, maybe they had themselves an actual building for recruitment.
Yeah, there's an actual recruitment building.
There's actually a recruitment office in your hometown. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're walk into, it's almost as if you just stepped in the door of the recruitment office. There's, the desk in the front, and around there seems to be just manila colored walls and chairs set up. I mean, in a way, it seems a little comforting. Kind of like before, kind of like when you were seeing this whole career path with fresh eyes before you actually had to experience any war. It's strange because this building becomes walled off and labyrinthian. I guess a good explanation of what it might look like is the back rooms.
Oh my god.
Oh, great. Level 1, break the back room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking back rooms.
Hmm.
God damn.
He's just gonna be holding his gun up on high alert, walking through.
With the what? Oh wait, yeah, you didn't lose an arm. That was Chunky's character.
Yeah, that was Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine lost an arm.
All right, yeah, no.
Let me
You
phrase, gave
step
up an
through.
arm.
Yeah, he didn't put up a fight in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, no. You walk through these hallways that seem to expand forever. The buzz of lights above you and the white tiles trying to cover them up. You take your steps looking around corners, and I want private yeah, I want Private Blaine and Corporal Colton to both roll me a D6.
D6?
Yeah, just normal dice-ass dice.
5 and a 6.
I'm fucked.
Cool, good to know. All right, yeah, no.
What did I just do?
Sergeant Ludwig, you start walking around the corner and you see people, which is a first. You haven't seen anybody here yet.
No.
And it looks like one of the recruitment officers. They're wearing their slick army. Does the army wear blues? I don't remember what their formal uniform looks like.
Oh.
What does the
So
army
when they're
wear
doing
for their
recruitment,
formal
they don't-
uniform?
It's their blues. They don't
Do they have
wear
blues?
those while they're Yeah, they don't wear them during recruitment. They wear a basic casual uniform.
Huh.
They wear their blues as for graduations or important events.
Yeah, like balls and stuff like that. They'll have blues on.
Yes. Or
Okay.
if an important soldier passed.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yep. No, he's just in his. Well, they're not really khakis. Well, sort of. But yeah, they're in their just field uniforms and are almost discussing with each other something. You see them holding clipboards. Yeah. Do you do anything?
with the eerie silence.
James?
That's what your
I
person
see.
sees.
He doesn't know if this is the creatures or not, so he's just gonna fire.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah. Roll me a body roll, -2.
It's gonna roll weird.
I think we're in
Work.
danger, Chunky.
You're
Sick.
probably not. I am.
Good to know. Yeah. You take a knee directly against this corner and open up against these, these fellow countrymen. And yeah, no. Roll me a d6.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh.
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 That's just one.
Cool. Yeah, no, you fire into these two officers, and yeah, no, they seem to almost not even register it. They look at you, and it's like, kind of like you're at a wax museum almost. Like, you can tell that it's supposed to be a human face, but it doesn't have, like, the correct coloration. The pores aren't stippled in. It's like going to a bad wax museum. Yeah. And it just comes off as very unnatural, their faces, as they look at you, and one of them lunges as you feel a sharp pain in your shoulder. 1 + 2. Take 3 points of damage as one of these creatures has lunged at you.
And that goes towards body, right?
Yep, that's body. So your health.
Okay.
Yeah. These things clearly are not human. And you were correct in assuming that these are the creatures that, or at least you think so. So yeah. Yeah, what is... We'll get back to you in a second as you're being held by one of these creatures. Let's go over to McGrath. Yeah. Private, what was your recruitment office like? Or, how did you get recruited?
Your most standard issue recruitment office. That, like just all the fucking, we need you posters, the whole fucking 9.
I don't think I would have heard a recruitment office being referred to as dressed to the 9s, but yeah, it's very, very similar, although being in New York, it might have received a better funding, and has, quite the nice facade. There's instead of just having plain manila walls, there's like hip high etching, so it's nice. There's still the posters plastered everywhere, but when you take a step down an alleyway, it becomes this recruitment office of yours, except it's just the front of the office before it tails off into darkness, and the hallway almost seems to spin, rotate, and posters start plastering the walls with more frequency before the entire hallway is just recruitment posters.
Who do you want me to join? I wouldn't mind
Luckily,
that.
thanks to your little magical nuance that you did earlier, I'm not going to have you encounter anything dangerous in this portion of the maze.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's go with Huckett. Corporal Huckett, what was your recruitment office like?
It was an old shack that's kind of got repurposed after,
Okay.
after World War II, they kind of repurposed it. So it's a bit, done up, but it's still, people still know it's the old shack.
Yeah, gotcha. At this old shack, it's very rickety. The floors seem to creak with the fairly new wood that was shipped in maybe like 50 years back in the 1800s or something like that. They didn't bother to rip that up because it was expensive and kind of become part of the charm of the place. This recruitment office seems to, well, it seems like there's just math swaths of paperwork and forms just littering each hallway, almost stacked to the top of the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You wander through each of these halls, each of them poorly lit. The place just barely got electricity in. And oh boy, did they really skimp out on that cost. Yeah, no. You, Corporal Huckett, see one of your siblings. Who is it?
Oh boy.
I mean, you got 9 of them.
Yeah. It's a tough call. I'm gonna say it's trying to think of a name. Hold on.
Big brother, big sister, little brother.
It's Larry Huckett. He's
Larry Huckett?
Yeah, he's getting like after when Colton first left for the war, Larry was just getting close to the age of the of being able to join the military, just about to hit 18. He was probably like 16 or so when Colton first left.
Okay, yeah.
It's been a while, so probably pushing the actually 18.
Yeah, it very much is Larry. Like, it's clearly him, but he's a lot younger. He's maybe like 6 years old.
Oh. Huh.
He's got his Red Ryder BB gun in his hands and is wearing a cowboy hat with a neckerchief around his neck, and he looks ready to play cowboys and Indians like he used to do, as any red-blooded American did in the 50s.
And actually shoot your brother with a BB gun,
Yeah. What else?
How else would you do it? Finger guns? No. Oh boy. Now I'm not insane yet.
Correct.
So I know he shouldn't be down here.
Correct.
I'm going to try and kind of avoid him if possible.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me well, it's really your choice. Are you trying to think about like the best kind of layout to avoid making sounds, or what exactly are you trying to achieve by like how exactly are you trying to be sneaky?
It's kind of gonna notice little brother standing there and just be like try to like glance around, see if there's any way to like keep going forward but go around to where I won't be noticed by it. this thing that's pretending to be my little brother. So I don't
Okay,
know
yeah.
if I'd go for that.
Yeah, no. I think just roll me a body check. We're looking for a 2 here.
Oh.
Yeah, no. You go ahead and try sneaking by before you hear the loud creak of the floorboards beneath you, and your brother's neck just like snaps to look over to you, and you just hear him say, "Come play with me. Come on, Colton," as he levels the BB gun towards you before you hear a pop of it releasing, as you take another 1 + 2, another 3 points of damage.
Well, that puts me to 7 out of 14. So.
All right, so that is your first mortal wound.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is now missing from you?
Fan of the Christmas movie. So he takes the shot with the Red Ryder BB gun, and Mom always said you'll shoot your eye out with that. So
Yeah.
possibly straight in the fucking eye. Possibly right in the eye with it.
I love that. You feel a sharp sting as burning just emanates from your left eye that you cannot see out of anymore. And you feel the warm blood trickle down your chin and onto your uniform before you just bolt away, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Put some shots down range, but that's a little hard to do with a machine gun. A little bit harder to do.
Observation is going to be a little harder to do.
Yeah, we're just gonna run. Just fucking dip.
Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna ask of you all is, real quick, do you think that had this whole event not taken place, do you think your character would have made it through the Vietnam War? After all, you are at the tail end of it.
Yeah, probably more than likely.
Maybe? I don't fucking know, bro. You gotta think about a lot of things. Booby traps, the Viet Cong, friendly fire, which happened a lot.
Especially with an A-10 Warthog.
Yeah, even if you did make it out, fucking, you drank water that had Agent Orange on it,
I know that there's a lot of factors, but your headcanon, if they made it out, did they make it out of the war?
I'd say probably. Not doing too hot, but definitely made it out. Maybe made it out because of an injury, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, same here.
And what about you, Chunky? Thoughts?
Blaine was already insane before coming into this shit.
Most people did.
I almost want to say he would, but it would. I don't know.
Real quick? What's Blaine's build, body build? How tall is he? What's his physique like?
5'9", a twig.
Oh, so you were a tunnel rat. Okay.
Yeah. Oh god.
So you would have been
if you don't know what a tunnel rat is, basically, it is the very skinny guys in the army that's
basically
pretty much all.
Viet Cong, right?
If you could fit into one of their holes, you were sent in with basically just a pistol and a torch, You were sent into all of their networks of tunnels and were tasked with cleaning them out.
Yeah, then no way in hell did
Yeah,
would
that's
he
thing.
probably.
I'll be honest with you, Chunky. Half of them didn't survive. I think like what the life expectancy.
No, it was like genuinely a
a week.
33% success
Yeah.
rate.
Yeah, it was like a life expectancy of a tunnel rat was like a week or something like that. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it is.
All right.
That's probably part of the reason why he's insane, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's why I'm saying. That's why I asked that, because you said he was already crazy before getting in here. I was like, wait, what was your build, buddy?
Yeah,
You're a
no, like
tunnel
yeah,
rat?
he'd be a tunnel rat that's just like he's weirdly good at his job, but because of the constant like enclosed spaces, brushes with death and shit like that, he's motherfucking insane.
All right. Yeah. Good to know. James, let's start with Sergeant Ludwig. The sergeant, after passing through all these different all these different hallways, you come about the jungle, and it's far denser than it used to be. Like it's not just the underbrush is overbearing, but you know, the canopy, the trees, they grow in way too high of a frequency, almost walling you off into sections. And you pass through, going, you know, whichever way takes your fancy. Before you stumble upon a click.
Oh. Like I step and then there's a click.
Yep.
Not good.
He does not move.
Okay, yes, you don't move. Upon further examination, you notice that you have walked into a minefield.
Yep. Unlucky.
Yeah, he does not move, no matter what.
With a quick rotate of your ankle, you notice that these are, well, they're not Russian or Chinese. They're clearly American mines, because they're made out of plastic. Well, what you gonna do, Sarge?
He's not gonna move. Nothing. And if he tries hollering now, and if he is actually out of all that, but the creatures can probably still come for him, or if any soldier can just gun him real quick. So he's just not gonna move.
Yeah,
I'm staying quiet and just stay there.
it's interesting that you mention the creatures, as you notice rustling in the underbrush, and, well, the trees above as well.
Notice.
So, if anything gets too close to him, and especially if it's a creature, he's just gonna take his foot off. He'd rather go out taking one of them with him than going out by one of them eating him.
You wait just half a second. Full second. 3 seconds. 5 seconds. Nothing happens. Before... lunge. Real quick, I need you to make a body roll to see how fast you take your foot off of this landmine. Four.
Plastic.
Fast enough. Yeah, no, you take your foot off of it, and expecting an impact, nothing happens. But with the 4, you did dive forward, narrowly missing an attack.
And
I
another
wait to hear
landmine.
another click. Yeah.
This time
Yeah?
it's your chest. Oh no.
This one's your chest. It's Sergeant Ludwig. They're still after you. Just one pounce is not going to do it for them. They are in more of a persistence mindset, yes, but they feel like they have you now. So they are going to keep
Do I
attacking.
have any grenades?
I believe
Wait.
no. Your demolitions expert would.
Oh, hello.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, they sometimes carry like one M1 grenade. Not M1. What grenades did they use in Vietnam? They weren't stick grenades.
No,
They
the
use
little
pineapple.
pineapples. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was able to get through all the small trees and shrubbery to actually penetrate anyone behind it.
Yeah, they use M26s. Yeah. M26s and M61s. Yeah. Whatever was left
Well,
over
for
from
this,
World War II, basically.
yeah. For this example, we're gonna say no. You don't have any, mainly because the only person that would carry extras would be Huckett, and you were in a previous engagement with the Viet Cong.
And
Before you
retreat
got
towards
here.
the end. Huh. So I guess
Well,
towards
he's
the end.
gonna.
I bet. Thinking.
You're good. But he's gonna get up. He's gonna reload really quick, cock it back, and he's gonna just start firing randomly.
Laying into
all
them.
around.
Roll.
Oh yeah.
Roll me a body -2. All right, yeah, that'll hit. Roll me a d6. Yeah, no, that's good chunk of damage. Yeah, no, you go ahead, unload a magazine, drop the empty one before chucking in a new one, and just lighting into another one as these have to slip and dodge through corners to avoid these bullets. Yeah, no. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, not really. You're just gonna just keep his eye out if anything starts moving again, or if he sees another one, he's gonna just start firing again at him.
All right, yeah. Are you trying to move anywhere while you do so, or?
Yeah, he's gonna try to find his way out of here.
Okay, yeah.
While being cautious of.
Yep.
Because who
go
knows
ahead.
if one's actually gonna work.
Body or mind, whichever you prefer. You just either surveying it with your eyes and making sure you see the landmine before you step, or with a body, you would just be, kind of using your athletic ability to dodge around these landmines, whichever you prefer.
I'm definitely gonna use mine since it's my best.
Okay. Looking for 3. Yep.
Out of 2.
2 it is. Yeah. So. Wait, mine's your best?
Yep.
Mind means that if you chose mind being your best, that means that you would have 14 sanity.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Lost a lot.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh, I lost most of it into spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, back. Oh.
All right. Yeah, no. You definitely survey the area before taking each careful step, always not just looking down to make sure you're not standing on a landmine, but also looking around to see if there's any attacks from those creatures. Each time that you see a ripple in the trees and the bushes, you assume, yes, that has to be where they are. I think each time you see a ripple, I think you go ahead and fire like 3 shots into it. Yeah. Let's go with... Yep, let's go with Blaine McGrath.
Yep.
Blaine, you find the tunnels gets far more constricted. Like, way more constricted. You have to get down on your hands and knees just to continue moving forward. You crawl and you squeeze through the dark, almost like a worm gasping for air through the earth. You maneuver and wiggle your hips just to move forward. Have to paddle your feet just to make any kind of progress at some points.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it not. You feel the earth trying to suffocate you, squeeze the breath out of you as darkness is all-encompassing. Before, you find yourself in a little room. The same kind of little rooms that you had to clear out down beneath the earth, maybe not even a couple days prior. You see, oddly enough, a Vietnamese child playing with a doll.
I'd like to think he just like grabs onto the edges, pulls himself into where his upper half is poking into the room, and just goes, "Wow, never thought I'd see one of you down here."
Okay, yeah. As you say that, the girl looks at you curiously before you see her reach down towards a small chest. Do you do anything?
There?
Well, it's very clear in half a second as she pulls a handgun out and points it at you.
He just kind of shakes the stump and then raises his other hand and is just like, "I can't hurt you."
Yeah, she's gonna shoot. Oh god. Yeah, that's gonna be 5 damage.
I'm dead.
Yep, that'd do it. We pull back from this vision that you're having before. Your neck is wrung from your head as one of these hounds, these creatures, is just looking at you on the floor before it just grabs hold and rides back and forth, shaking before your head pops off.
Fun.
Yay!
Yay.
Unlucky.
There goes 2 of us.
2 of us.
Adam,
Yeah,
now Chunky.
Ace.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, no, Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's shoot on over. Let's shoot on over to Huckett now.
Hi.
Yeah. Huckett, you find yourself living in, well, this kind of purgatory hellscape thing. But the next thing that you come upon is, well, basically just small town USA.
Okay.
There's cars littering the streets. They to be different models, though. They're not like the cars that you remember or trucks at all. I mean, they got new names. Like I not sure not sure what a Toyota Camry is, but you know.
Oh, wait a second.
To each their own.
Wait a second. Am I in the future?
Yeah. You march past just like it's just hometown, but it seems to stretch on forever. And behind you just you just see these cars pass through town. And yeah, no, I
Crazy.
didn't roll anything. I didn't roll anything bad for you, so.
Crazy. It's called Garnet now? Huh. It
What
looks
the
like
hell
Chief,
is
it's been Garnet.
Starbucks?
Garnet it's been Garnet since like its inception, Chief. It's been Garnet for a long time.
weird, bro.
Yeah, no. You
It's like, oh, not again.
Yeah, no. Can I have each of you, both Ludwig and Huckett, both roll me mind rolls?
I'd rather not. Can I do body? Yeah, can I do body instead?
Nope.
Hey, goddamn it,
no.
manually. I got a 4! Let's go!
I got
I'll
a
take it.
5.
All right. Oh, I was looking for a 5. Yeah, no.
Nice.
God.
Meet it, beat it, meet it, beat it.
Yeah, that is true. Meet it, beat it. Yeah, no. You each find yourselves confronted with large steps. The same hewn stone. The darkness is still kind of overtaking you as this is. You're still in this labyrinth, but it's clearly the labyrinth now. It's no longer your hometown or anything like that.
Okay. Do we see each other? Well, do I half see him?
Well,
Through
that
the
depends.
red?
Do you? Yeah. That depends. Do you climb the staircase to the top of the maze?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
We're on it.
Although, Sergeant Ludwig, you see a beast with half of its face taken out.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He starts firing.
Fuck. Fuck.
All right. Go ahead.
Fire back. I'm gonna fire back. I'm not dying like this. Not here, bro.
All right. Each of you roll body plus or -2. My bad.
Body -2.
Not a 7 is not gonna cut it, Chief. You need a 5.
Yeah.
Let's go. -2. That's a 1.
Roll me a d6.
All right. 2.
2. All right, Ludwig, you take this. This one doesn't feel like a bite. It's very clear that this one feels like a round as it just hits squarely in your shin. Does that take you below half your starting HP?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So we'll say with that.
You're like Hank Hill's dad now. Got blown out by the shins, bro.
The shins.
The Nazis took my shins. Them damn Nazis took my shins. Fucking those Japs took my shins.
No, it was the
Yikes.
Vietnam War for him.
Dude, it changed
No,
up throughout the
no,
entire
it was World War
series.
II.
Yeah, he
No,
lost
No,
it in World War
it was
II.
World War II.
Yeah, he either said the
I killed
Nazis,
50 men in Hiroshima.
Hiroshima. But he also killed
Yeah.
Nazis, bro. Don't
Anyways,
forget, he was on the German front too, according to him, bro. Come on.
yeah. Yep. So, yeah, no, we'll say for that your movement is cut down easily. You can no longer run, walk, or do any kind of locomotion as easily as you once could.
Man,
Yeah.
I like to think that it's the opposite shin of the foot that took the punji. So it's like you're already limping on one side, but now you're limping on both legs.
I think the worst part about this is is that the worst part about this is it wasn't even like a rifle, it was a machine gun that just
Yeah.
blew through your leg.
Yeah. You lucky I flicked on it. I only hit one bullet, bro. I had to hit the flick. Just,
All right, what are you two doing?
Sergeant, is that you?
Of course, it's me.
I mean,
Ugh.
you took a
Sorry,
shot at me.
Fuck. You look like one of those wretched things.
I
Burning these
I
things
know.
all the time.
I know I'm not as pretty as I was last time you saw me, but it's not my fault. Those things did it to me. Can I trust
Where's
you
the
at all,
private
Sergeant? The private? I don't know. Last I saw him, that was when you two were running off up here, and I was going back to get myself a sip.
It
If
must
he's
have
not
been
with
too.
you, I'm assuming they might have got him. I'm assuming. I don't know. You can still walk, right? Cause no offense,
I
Sergeant.
don't think I can.
No offense, I don't really want to get near anybody right now, cause maybe you're one of those creatures just mimicking.
I don't think that they can mimic all that well.
As
far as I
you
can see.
say that, you hear, you'd call it a howl, but it's somewhere half between like a hyena's bark as well as, is like a wolf's howl, but it has this weird kind of reverb to it, almost like it's echoing within your skull. And then another picks up, and then another, and then another 4.
Got a blast. Is it coming from like top of the steps or bottom of the steps?
It's coming from the maze.
So that's the bottom of the steps.
Yes, the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
There are platforms to ride down.
Yeah, but we want to go up.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need to go down the wall of the maze so you can proceed up to the mirror image other temple.
Oh, I thought we were already on the steps of the temple of the deal.
Nope, not yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna start crawling.
Wait, which way? Towards the creatures? Still gotta kill one.
Yeah,
Still
Yeah,
haven't
so-
killed one yet.
I'm gonna start crawling towards the creatures.
Sergeant,
Buy
I don't know
you
if
some
that's a good idea.
time.
I don't know if
Gonna
that's
buy
a
you
good
some
idea.
time, Huck it.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm going towards the other temple, I guess. Damn it.
Oh, he's
Alright.
gonna ask you for a couple grenades before you go.
Ah, yeah, no problem, Chief. I'm gonna roll you 2 of them.
And he's gonna take
Leave-
some.
leave-
He's gonna take
Leave the
a
machine gun. Here, take my
gonna
service
take it-
pistol. That'll protect you.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm keeping the machine gun on me.
He's gonna take his shoelace and he's gonna tie it between both the rings. So when it comes down to it, you can quickly pull both at the same time instead of one at a time.
Use them as nunchucks.
Hell yes. Love that.
See, I was gonna say tie him to my. I thought you were gonna say tie him to yourself and then to like a wall somewhere. So when they try to drag you off, it pulls the pins on your chest. They try to drag you off. Just suicide bomb the creatures.
Yeah, we can do that. That would be a lot better. So I'll
Okay.
sit there and just try gunning them down as much as I can until they start coming at me and physically can get a hold of me.
We get some rapid rolls going. Some rapid D6
Yeah,
rolls.
no, we're we're in it, Chief. You hear the howls getting closer before almost the sound of footfalls are behind you, almost to mimic you running through the jungle. You hear as these things blaze up the stairs, their alien bodies contorting in a way that is not material of this world. I want Corporal Huckett to roll me body checks to see how fast he can scale this
Sergeant! What about the sergeant?
and I'm getting to that. Sergeant, I want you to go ahead, roll me a you're prone, so give me a -3 to a body roll to see how well you are just holding them at bay. So
Okay.
let's start with Sergeant Ludwig first.
Okay.
So your body -3.
It's 3.
That's
So this
massive,
would be
actually.
nice.
That puts you down to basically a D7. Okay.
The 5. Okay. Good to
Okay.
see. Good to see. There are some hounds. Some hounds pierce over just the lip of this wall and jump down at deft speed. Some shoot out from the corner where the maze meets the ground, and you take pot shots. And can you go ahead, roll me D6.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the dudes.
You shoot at them, keep some of them at bay, but some are just blazing forward at you with breakneck speeds. One goes ahead, sees you on the ground, just goes straight for the face. I'm gonna roll this.
Punch it in the jugular.
3 + 2, 5.
5 damage.
That kills me.
All right. Yeah, no. Sarge,
Don't
your
let those
face.
grenades prep.
Yep, I'm very aware. Sarge, you feel like your skull be crushed. Everything turns black as you see this mouth just like in your face as it squeezes down on your temples and nothing.
He's laughing as this happens to me.
Love that. Yeah.
Just laughing and then crunch in silence.
Yeah, Corporal's hearing all that too. As he's running away, he's hearing me laugh and then dead.
Crunch, silence. Just run, keep running.
All right. So, with that 2, that's going to decrease your target of 3 by 2, making it 5. What did you roll for your run through the
I haven't
tavern?
rolled yet because you said let's do Sergeant Ludwig first. And I was like, okay.
That's it. So, looking for a 5. Pretty hard to screw this up.
Don't say that! Oh! I was expecting to see a 6 right there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too. I would have been so happy. That would have been great. No, you scale with deft speed. You ignore the switchbacks. You just start climbing up these steep cliffs as fast as you can, and for whatever reason, it comes to some avail as you reach the top and break just incredible speed. And by the time you reach the top, you see a large red door of the same kind of lacquer texture, but it's just this dark blood red as you barrel through it, I assume.
Yeah, just go.
Fall into a completely spherical room on the other side of the hall that is immediately the door slams as soon as you burst through the doorway. Yeah.
Dog,
You don't
shit out of me.
You don't know how long you have been in this room. It has been days, maybe. It could have been like hours. It feels like forever. You hear pawing on the other side for a while before it's silence, and this completely spherical room. You just are just waiting there. Silence. Feels like there's no sound that can penetrate this. You feel you swear you can see or like hear the sound of your own heartbeat for hours on end, almost driving you absolutely mad. In fact, can I get a sanity check, please?
No problem.
Go ahead, roll spirit.
Spirit. I have that down as mana. Oh well.
No. You roll spirit, and it reduces your sanity, which is linked to mind.
Okay. Well, thank God I'm better at spirit.
All right.
You jinxed yourself.
Yeah. Thank God I'm better.
It's not awful as you lose 3 sanity.
So the half situation, is that rounded up or down?
It's rounded up. So if you are on it, you don't have to take your mania.
I'm at 4 out of 7.
Oh, then yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
If you were to hit 3, that's when your bout of madness would take hold.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. After what feels like forever, you manage to stay strong in the thought that, hey, you made it through this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after a while...
Every day, the longer time passes, the more that the barrel looks very friendly. Looks like it needs a kiss.
Yeah. Honestly, there are some times that you tend to falter, but after a while you hear a click and then rubbing of stone against stone as the doorway that closed behind you, creating a perfect spherical room, truly, with no angle or edge, it starts to open up.
Fuck.
Some kind of mechanical thing happened before you see this edge start lifting up, and the temple is open once again. Whether this is a hallmark of safety or just something finding a way in, you don't know, but there's no better way to learn than to leave.
I'm gonna get my machine gun ready. And machine gun in hand. Honestly, we might just leave the backpack at this point. It's just slowing me down.
All right.
Like, I don't... I'll have my service pistol with like an extra, 2 magazines for that, but whatever is left on in the backpack. If I need to run, I gotta be able to run.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on up, I guess.
Venture forth. The doors that you burst through earlier are now completely closed. you find your way through the temple. It is a perfect mirror image. And when I say perfect, I mean perfect in every way. Each stone, each cut, each groove carved out is exactly the same.
Oh boy. Do I have to go through the maze again?
Well, no. I mean, you're on this mirror image, so if an entrance or an exit to that last pyramid, there must be an entrance/exit to this one.
Cool. I'm gonna leave.
All right. You venture further up these temple walls. You keep careful mind of the corners. Make sure to stay in the middle. And really, anywhere where there's an angle, you start to think of more cautiously. You start thinking, well, what counts as a corner? Does the area between where my foot meets the ground, is that considered an angle?
That's the question.
You try to push away those questions before you find yourself back at the staircase, the one that you had to crunch so tightly earlier, but now not so much. You walk up the staircase, open the hatch, and you just are doused in water. It smells awful in here. A large cylindrical room, seemingly stretching forever. Although there is hope, there's a small hatch. There's light coming through this metal circular surface that seems to be directly above you.
So my way out is up. A potential way out is up, I guess.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a cylinder on top of the hatch when we first came in, right?
Correct. When I say cylindrical room, I mean it's horizontal. It stretches. It's almost like a hallway. There's little grooves set in the ground where this brackish, just disgusting brown water is sitting.
I drank that. I can't believe it. I'm gonna head towards the potential exit.
Okay. You push on top this large metal surface and flip it over with a satisfying chink, and it almost wobbles, and you hear that's like like if you put a cylinder on a hard surface and it just wobbles around
like a
before.
can of beans.
Yeah, sort of. And you look out and you see buggies and cars and all sorts of vehicles lining the streets of, well, modern-day Saigon, or Min City, as it's now known. Welcome to the future, my dude.
Huh. Wait, buggies, and I'm in the future?
Buggies as in like Vespa scooters.
Oh, okay. And like Volkswagen bugs and shit. Hey, this song's not copyright?
Mm.
I don't know.
From what I've heard,
I have the
Chunky
music muted, so
this.
don't even worry about
Okay.
Painted black by the Rolling Stones for
Yep.
viewers, I guess. Yeah. Well, that was your little romp through the maze of.
I knew he
It's
was going
the-
to survive.
I survived
Yeah.
again, bro!
it. Yep.
My grenades didn't
real
go
quick.
off.
Real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to hear you go ahead and roll 2d8 for each grenade.
D8.
Come on.
2 and a 6.
Hey, that's enough to kill one finally.
One! God
When I was
damn.
munching on my skull.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was your romp through the maze of Tintalos. So, if you don't know, those creatures are Hounds of Tintalos, and they are creatures that seek out and hunt time travelers.
Oh, so we were time traveling the whole time.
Yep.
And it sounds like you made it to the 80s.
Yeah. Well, probably more like the 90s, if anything, right? Because
Yeah, I had it set for 94.
Yeah, if we're the future and we were towards the end of the Vietnam War, I mean, yeah, it would be the 90s.
So, yeah, no, I want to hear your little canon of what happens to what happens to your character. What happens to Corporal Hickett after the Huckett? My bad. After this whole experience.
Gonna be honest. First of all, he's probably getting arrested. He just crawled into the middle of a street with a fucking machine gun and a pistol on his hip. Okay, I don't know how laws work over in Min City, but
Ho Chi Minh City, yeah.
I don't think they take very kindly to people walking around with machine guns in the 90s. First of all, he'll get arrested, and then
there was a subsequent investigation of the maze where many people die.
Yeah, like I went into this and during the Vietnam War, went into this temple, came out here. I am, or he'll make up some fucking bullshit and be like, I got lost in the jungle all those years ago. I don't even remember my own name, and hide his dog tags, so he can't be identified, and just live his life in Vietnam, bro. Honestly, it's like I can't go back to America because then if I figure out, if they find me, they'll know who I am. They'll send people to that temple. Who knows what the fuck will happen? How far to the future they'll go?
Yeah.
So he's probably sacrifice his life. Just be like, all right, I guess I'm living in Vietnam now.
Yeah. So Hounds of Tintalos, they're like, the whole idea is like they hunt down time travelers and they like move through. I think it's technically described as curves through the book, but it's common. It's commonly described through the community that like can materialize through like sharp corners, like anything that's like 120 degrees or so or less or something like that. So yeah, no.
Fun.
Yeah, no. It's I hope you guys had fun.
What book is
Chunky,
are these from?
It's a Cthulhu Mythos book. I don't know if Lovecraft wrote it, but
I assumed it was that Mythos.
Tintalos. It's a self-titled book from Frank Belknap Long. Long incorporated into the Cthulhu Mythos and was confirmed by August Darth.
Yeah.
Delphith. Yep.
Okay.
It was published in 1929 by Weird Tales.
So he was still alive then, Lovecraft?
I think he died in 30. No, he didn't. He died in the 30s. I just can't remember.
Yeah. So 1920 though, he was still alive. To be like, yo, that's some good writing you got there.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. Thoughts, questions? Wasn't bad for a impromptu session.
Yep.
I really did need a break from